Sharon H here, and today's video is about things to stop letting people do to you. And just remember, this video is coming from my own perspective and viewpoint. Take what advice you want and let the rest slide right off of you like Teflon. Okay, so if you're anything like me, it's probably fair to say there's been times you're a glutton for punishment, yeah? You want to see the good in someone, so you keep giving them the benefit of the doubt. Or you blame yourself, thinking if you just did or said this or that differently. Regardless though, truth be known, with some people more times than not, it wouldn't have bloody mattered. No matter what we did or didn't do, the outcome for us would most probably have been the same. Now I'm going to give you a list of red flag, run like the wind signs to beware of, and what I believe you should stop letting others do to you. Number one, demand all your time. Have you ever heard of the expression that absence makes the heart grow fonder? Well, yeah, it does. But if it doesn't, then time spent on their demand is time you ain't ever gonna get back, and you're potentially gonna regret. We all need breathing room, and what may initially seem fun or lovey-dovey can soon wear pretty bloody thin. You may think you don't need time out now, or a bit of time without them in your space, but it's unlikely the time won't come that you want them to get the bloody hell out of your face. Anyone who demands they monopolize your every waking hour, they're not thinking of you, they're thinking of themselves. Possessiveness can become suffocating. Make sure you've always got room to breathe. Number two, they expect you to always do all the compromising. I mean, fair sucker the sab. We all like our own way sometimes, yeah? But if someone near to you forever holds the attitude, it's my way or the highway, then if it were me, I'd hit the road, Jack. Of course, it's good that we all give and take, compromise and whatnot, but it's gotta be a two-way street. Forever giving in to the demands or needs of another will eventually get on your nerves and potentially leave you feeling bitter. Even something as simple as persistent control of the remote, minimizing and dismissing your choices, can become old very fast. An uneven dynamic can only go on so long before you start to feel depleted and drained. If you give in to them every single time, you'll be forever giving in to them and giving up your own wants and needs. Number three, they make you second guess yourself. Okay, anyone in your life that makes you question your value or abilities, they do not have your best interests at heart. We all deserve people in our circle, our little world, that make us feel more than enough, that we could take on the world. Anyone who makes you feel like you're somehow beneath them or beneath your aspirations, or refuse to acknowledge your accomplishments or aspirations, ask yourself, do they make you feel lesser because they genuinely feel you are? Or are they trying to make you feel lesser so they themselves can feel more? Are they trying to hold you back because they think you can't? Or are they hoping to hold you back because they're frightened you will? Perspective, people. But either way, it's shit, and on some level, you know you deserve better. Number four, blame you for what goes on in their life. I'd like to think the most of us are good people, yeah? And a pretty good way to gauge that, if you were to die tomorrow, do you think more people would speak ill of you or good of you? I mean, there will always be the odd few that speak ill of us all. We are all the villain in somebody's story. And whilst, of course, we've all made mistakes and lost friendships, but with some people it was always going to happen because they've got a long list of villains in their story. And many more to come, because that's who they are, not who we are. If you believe you're a good person and so does the majority, then for sake, stop worrying about the minority. I don't care who it is, if it's your friends, your family, your parents, your siblings, or even your own adult kids. If you know you've always done your best, then stop letting others blame you for their own f**k-ups. They are grown up, then let them grow the f**k up and take accountability without deflecting them onto you. Number 5, stop letting others use you. That's right, none of us need fair weather friends. We need consistency and genuineness. And no, I don't mean genuinely inconsistent. If you're putting up with this, give yourself an uppercut. None of us need people that only acknowledge us when they need support or want something. You would not believe the amount of people on Instagram, some I've not even heard of, that send me links. I don't want your bloody links. I'm here to grow my channel, not anybody else's. It's pushy and invasive, especially when it's people in the years that I've been on here busting my to make it. They've never once acknowledged mine. Or people that are doing fundraisers and need your money, or they're entering a competition and need your vote. Then suddenly out of the blue, they're hitting you up. I mean, do what you want. I used to weaken and support everyone until I realized that 90% of people don't look beyond their own nose. These people use others for their own gain, even when they wrap their feigned interest up in a shiny bow. If they've not bothered to support us, our journey, then the audacity to expect that we support theirs. Comes a time you've really got to draw a line in the sand, because people will take advantage if you let them. Number 6, give you backhanded compliments or put downs. Trust me, we pretty much know when someone's taking the yeah, when they're pretending to compliment us, but we know full well they're belittling us. I am well versed in these shenanigans. I have worn the dumb blonde tag my whole life from people that should build me up, but have always subtly torn me down with backhanded compliments or insults masked as jokes. Either it's shit and shouldn't be tolerated. Either give these weak narcissistic as good as you get if you can't avoid them. Or if you can, then protect your mental health and give them a wide berth. Remember, only those below you can pull you down, and only those behind you can pull you back. Go forth and let the whole lot of them right off ski. Number 7, don't let them rewrite history to make you look bad. Trust me, if you don't fit the narrative of someone with a victim mentality and they need a villain, you can bet your they will try to rewrite history to paint you as exactly that. These people don't know fact from fiction because they are usually so adept at lying. They believe their own lies. Stand your ground no matter what they try to spin. These kinds of people can try to repaint your true colours, but it is their true colours that people will eventually see. You've got to have a good memory to be a good liar, and these people eventually trip themselves up in the end. The more people they tarnish and torment, the more others will see their realness shine through. Their destructive behaviour will eventually shine a light on the evil in them and highlight the good in you. One thing is for certain, I know this to be true: we cannot change anyone who doesn't want to change. Only we can decide what we choose to tolerate and allow. If you lay down for some people, walk over you is exactly what they'll do. It's time you stand your ground on your tolerations. And remember, how you allow others treat you is exactly what shall bloody continue. Thank you for being here. Stay awesome. Now go get what's yours.